my mentor from the New York City Director for the Trust for Public Land. Andy, if you'll join us up here.
Thank you, Leslie. We at the Trust for Public Land are thrilled to be here for this dedication, which represents the realization of a major goal of the 1969 General Development Plan for this island, to create the island's premier park at Southpoint. TPL's attention was first brought to this site in 2003 when DHCR Commissioner Caligaro asked our Regional Director Rose Harvey, who is now State Parks Commissioner, could we play a role in furthering this long-discussed park? This land had sat here for 30 years, focus of a lot of controversy, a lot of ideas, and out of those discussions in 2003, we decided to engage the residents of the island, Trust for Public Land and REAC, in a highly participatory master plan process. Our goal was to build consensus among island residents about what should happen at this site. And through a series of public workshops and meetings in 2004, we developed a Wild Gardens Green Rooms plan, which focused on creating green open space in harmony with the site's two major landmarks. Among island residents that were especially involved with this master plan process were former REAC board member Patrick Stewart, current board member Margie Smith, and also then Residents Association President Matt Katz. And Trust for Public Land was ably assisted by our consultants Charles McKinney and Melissa Ix from Mark Morrison Associates, who's there with us now, and also very involved was our staff member Joanne Morse, who's also with us today. So what happened in 2004 was something that was extremely important, which was people came together behind REAC to create this park, and based on that belief on the part of the residents, the REAC board and executives were convinced to find $8 million in REAC and state money. And two DHCR executives who are not here today, but that were especially instrumental in obtaining these funds, were Mary Beth LeBate and Kathy Johnson, both of whom really believed in this and pushed hard for it. So, you definitely had friends in Albany behind this park. Council member Jessica Lappin was early and tremendously generous supporter, as was mentioned. So as I said, a key goal of the master plan, one key goal was to fully incorporate the two city landmarks. And as some of you remember, this goal became even more of a challenge in December 2007 when the north wall of the Renwick ruin collapsed just as we were going into design on the park. And so what was supposed to be a small stabilization project ended up taking a significant chunk of the budget and took a lot of energy away from the park development. But as a result, the ruins remain. There have been a lot of supporters of preserving the ruins as a centerpiece of the park, including Roosevelt Island Historical Society led by Judy Birdie, and also the citywide nonprofit New York Landmarks Conservancy. So these ruins can be here as this site develops as a park, as the memorial opens, the potential for these ruins to, for example, house a cafe in the courtyard on the other side. There's tremendous potential now that this has been preserved, that this will be a fixture of Roosevelt Island. Trust for Public Land was pleased to oversee the work at the ruins as well as the design process for the park, for which we hired the design firm of Wallace Robertson Todd, which ably translated the widely supported Wild Gardens Green Rooms plan into a final design. And several of the designers that worked on this park are here today, including Diana Drake, Lawrence Shaw, and Ignacio Bunster. Once the design work was completed, REAC staff took the lead in overseeing construction, and led by Steve Shane, who was especially determined to keep this park moving and bring it to realization. And assisting Steve was the operations and engineering staff led by Fernando Martinez. REAC staff was very dedicated to seeing this park through to completion. So we're thrilled that after so many years of discussion, this magnificent site, one of the finest waterfront sites in the city, is now a park. We hope and expect that this park will become well known as a special destination for all New Yorkers and Roosevelt Island residents, as well as visitors to the city. And I'm talking about a very special and well-known destination that this very special island richly deserves. Thank you.